Okay students, so this is page 105, example 9.3. I've already done this example using the critical value method, but now I'm going to do it using the p-value method, which if you're using a calculator, particularly a graphing calculator, then you'll be doing a two-sample t-test. Again, we're testing for the difference in population means of brand A headache medicine versus brand B headache medicine. And the variable is the time to bodily absorption. And they asked us to find if there is a significant difference or not. So in the p-value method, you want to of course set up your hypothesis. So H0 is M1 minus M2, or mu1 minus mu2 is the more correct term, equals 0. Versus the alternative, mu1 minus mu2 not equal to 0. Other books may have it mu1 equal mu2 versus the alternative mu1 not equal to mu2. Whichever way works best for you. Once you get your hypothesis down, get out your calculator, go into your statistics menu, and find two-sample t-test, which in the 83 plus is under tests, and it's number 4. Again, we don't have raw data in this example, but if you did, you would want to select input data and then tell it which list you're using. But we have raw statistics, so we're going to select stats in the input. X1 is going to be brand A, so that's 21.8. Standard deviation of X1 is going to be the standard deviation of brand A, which is 8.7. N1 will be the brand A sample size, which is 12. And X bar 2, we're going to let that be the mean of brand B. SX2 is the standard deviation of brand B. N2 is the sample size of brand B. Now we have to select our alternative hypothesis. If you look back here, we have a not equal to sign in the HA statement. So we need to make sure that we select the not equal to statement. Pooled, yes or no. If you have the assumption that the population standard deviations are equal to one another, then you want to hit yes. Otherwise, you want to hit no. Nowhere in this paragraph did it say to assume that the population standard deviations were equal. So we're going to select no. Then we're ready to calculate. Our p-value is 0.3915. Again, this calculator is on a float of 4, so you might have more decimals than that, and that's completely fine. Once you get your p-value written down, you want to make an alpha comparison. Remember, in this problem, alpha is 0.05. It's the level of significance that you were told to use right here. So you want to ask yourself, is p less than alpha? Because if it is, you will reject H0. However, our p is 0.3915 and our alpha is 0.05. So p is greater than alpha, so we will fail to reject H0. Once you've decided your decision, you're going to write a conclusion. I'm going to show you my conclusion from the critical value method because it's the same conclusion. Based on the evidence, there is no significant difference between the mean time requirements for bodily absorption for the two brands of medicines at alpha equals 0.05. And now you're done with your hypothesis test, and you used the p-value method to do it.